There's a renewed club versus country battle brewing in England's Premier League. Spanish giants Real Madrid have offered to buy PSG striker Kylian Mbappe, and football's world governing body FIFA are in the money. Let's talk now to our sports reporter Michael Kern for the latest behind those headlines. Michael, let's start off with Liverpool, my team. Everyone knows they led the way by blocking Mo Salah and Sadio Mane from joining their national teams during the international break. Now the Premier League is backing them. Can it do that?
Well, it has, and the top 20 clubs have decided not to release their players, and the Premier League have strongly supported it as well. It's going to affect nearly 60 players from 19 clubs. You've obviously, of course, mentioned Mo Salah, but Wolves forward Raul Jimenez, Fred from Manchester United, Thiago Silva, Ederson, Gabriel Jesus, and, of course, Everton striker Richarlison as well, who was recently away at the Olympics. And the main reason for this, it's the teams that are playing in red list countries, because obviously there's quarantine rules when they come back. And the clubs have also said that, of course, if these players have got a quarantine when they do come back, that's going to have a real effect on their welfare and fitness and when they come back into the sides. And look, the Premier League has just started again. The managers, as always, it's club versus country with an international break so soon into the start of the season with injuries and bits and pieces as well. So the clubs have said, players going to red list countries, you can't go. And at the moment, the Premier League are backing them.
Well, talking of players who can and can't go, let's move now to Real Madrid, because we know that they've reportedly made a huge offer for Paris Saint-Germain striker Kylian Mbappe. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. 137 million is the number that's been put in by Real Madrid. Now, Mbappe has less than a year left on his contract. They've also at PSG offered him a new contract, but he's not really accepted any of that yet. He's already expressed a desire in the past that Real Madrid would be his ideal destination. So, as usual with these things, I think PSG will reject the first offer. That's normally how these things go. And then there may be a bit more money on the table. But this is almost like the first domino on an interesting set of moves, because if he leaves PSG, the rumour is that Cristiano Ronaldo could be on his way to Paris Saint-Germain. And of course, that would be something everyone has always wanted to see. Messi and Ronaldo in the same team. So we'll see how this Mbappe situation unfolds. And if the move to Real Madrid happens, we could be looking at another big move as well.
Indeed, well, football watchers and people who don't even follow the game are going to be following that. But let's talk about some more money now, and that could be going towards a grassroots project, because football's world governing body FIFA has just been given some 200 million by US authorities. What's behind that?
Yeah, so this is money that was seized from the bank accounts of former officials who have been prosecuted for corruption. Now, you might remember back in 2015, it was one of the biggest sports stories in history. It involved collusion between officials from governing bodies and marketing executives, fraud, bribery, racketeering. There was lots going on back in 2015. And you might remember also that did lead to the end of Sepp Blatter's 17-year reign as the governing body and president of FIFA. Now, this money's been awarded by the Department of Justice in America, and FIFA have said the money's going to go to the FIFA Foundation, which is an independent foundation, and that's going to finance football-related grassroots projects, and it's going to basically positively impact lots of people around the world through youth and community programs.